the world of sports, there is utmost joy coming from the state of North Carolina, where hockey returns home. What is going on, fellow viewer? This is Steampunk J here, coming at you from my humble art studio with another speed draw session. Yeah! How is everyone doing? I hope your day is going good. I am having the time of my life. Why? Because the game was awesome. I was this close to saying, the Canes won again! Oh my God, I am ecstatic right here. I am so ecstatic that every time I want to say something, something else always just jumps right into my mouth and just says, say something else, say something else. Your speech impediment is going to be the talk of this entire session. So I hope everyone's doing good. I hope you're continuing to draw, continuing to create. Doesn't matter what you create, basket weaving, painting, sculpting, I do not care. In this time right here, I am getting all my inspiration from this very intense matchup in this world of hockey. Yes, I am a hockey fan. I get inspiration from everything. I watch anime, I watch movies, I watch sports, I watch pro wrestling, anything that just catches my interest. I just go and just draw it out because guess what? There's just these wonderful ideas that just keep popping into my head that just had to be create. So, oh my gosh, I am not making any sense whatsoever. And to think that I went to college and I took English class, and yet that is a language that I suffer or botch greatly. So let's just get this party started right here. Yes, this is another reaction. These videos could count as a react and draw, even though I like to call it my speed draw session, but still, it doesn't matter. All I know is that the end result is gonna be amazing. Doesn't matter if it's a speed draw or a reaction. This could technically be a reaction, but let's not get into politics here. So, this is a hockey match that I got this inspiration from. I'm guessing this is game 4, I guess? Yeah, I think this is game 4, between the Carolina Hurricanes and the 2020 Stanley Cup Champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And of course, I knew that this was going to be a very intense match because the Lightning, they have a lot to fight for. They're trying to uphold the reputation that they are the champions. And of course, during this whole pandemic, the National Hockey League decided to still hold the Stanley Cup Champions last year, and they just wanted to just give hockey its last hurrah before they had to go and go back to the old drawing board and just think about what they're gonna do for next season. In spite of this pandemic that's been going on. So, but I'm so glad that we were able to announce a champion last year, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they had stood up and they represented 2020, a time where, you know, the whole world was just gone down in like this horrible state, but they brought hope. They brought, like, you know, the joy of hockey to those who really needed it. So the Tampa Bay Lightning, we thank you for representing the year 2020, and we're letting them show that we are gonna beat out this pandemic once and for all. And it all starts by bringing the sport that we love back, and we just crowned the champion. So it's gonna be a very intense match, and it was. And of course, I gotta tell you, there were no goals scored in the periods. From first to third, there were no goals scored at all. Both teams were actually on fire in this game. With my team, the Hurricanes, starting off strong in the first period, like being all out aggressive. And then in the second period, the Lightning were being all out aggressive. And then in the third period, both teams, they were just going at each other with everything they got, trying to at least get a goal in, but there were no goals being scored. Let's put it this way. There were a lot of opportunities that were just given to both sides. I mean, there were a lot of shots that were just going off the goal posts, and there were plenty of these one-timer goal attempts. If you're not familiar with a one-timer goal attempt is basically when two players are going up against the goalie, right? And you have one player that's going on one side of the goalie, and then all he has to do is to have the goalie focus on him so that the player can just pass the puck to the other guy who's waiting for him on the other side of the goalie where it's wide open for an open shot. And then the other guy just goes and tips the puck in. Like, it's a very simple maneuver if no one's trying to stop you. And it's often that it's a shot that the goalies don't often stop, because a goalie has to like shift from one side of the goal post to another to try to stop this one-timer attempt. There were so many attempts in this game, and the goalies on both sides did an excellent job. I have to give it to the goalie of the Tampa Bay Lightning, just giving everything he got. And of course, this is the first time that our goalie, we've given this goalie on our team a chance. Number 34, Mrazek. I think it's Peter Mrazek, I guess, playing for our side. And he was going up against the Tampa Bay Lightning's reigning champion, number 88, Andrei Vasilevsky. Once again, if I'm not pronouncing their names right, feel free to go and just correct me in the comments. But yes, this game was good, and I love this game so much because this is the first game in the season that hockey comes back to my home state of North Carolina. And it just feels so good for them, for my announcers, to just say that hockey has come home to North Carolina. And of course, in this game, what better way to play this game of hockey on your home turf than by playing in their alternative jerseys? For most of you that don't know, in the world of hockey, you have your home jersey, you have your away jersey, and then you have your alternative jerseys that you play when you're at home. And that's usually reserved for like very special occasions. And the Hurricanes, when they play home, a home game, they play in their traditional bright red jerseys. And in this game, they're actually playing like the all black jerseys right there. Like, it looks so cool. Like they're going stealth mode in this game right here. And of course, the logo on their jerseys happens to be just a hockey stick waving these two checkered red flags on it, which I think is like so awesome. And I thought that, the power of the jersey would help them win this game, but man, both sides were just even. And I have to give it to both of those goalies for giving their absolute best in this game, especially for our goalie, number 34, Mrazek, who is just this is his first time, I believe, just playing out there in his first game for our team. So it is intense. I was at the edge of my seat just thinking, come on guys, please just score a goal, for crying out loud. I cannot handle overtime. And sure enough, we go into overtime. And overtime is where I feel the most uncomfortable. Cause in this game of hockey, it is a well-balanced sport. Until you go into overtime, because in overtime, instead of 5 players out there on the ice, there is 3 players per side. And whoever has control over the puck, they pretty much have that 90% advantage over the other side, basically. So whoever has the puck, your heart just stops, because, a few players, a bigger chance means bigger chance to score. And it was just back and forth, like gameplay, which, I can't handle overtime. Why? Because if I remember correctly, we as a hockey team do not handle ourselves very well when it comes to overtime. We do not have a very good track record when it comes to winning overtimes. And I was just thinking, oh my God, I lost all faith in my team when they went into overtime, because I was thinking, you know what? We're going up against a team that won the Stanley Cup last year, and they've been playing their heart out. Oh my God, this is not going to end well. Especially when we're playing hockey on our home turf, which is going to be even more heartbreaking. And so, but it turns out there was that one moment where the Lightning kind of fell asleep on us, And we took advantage of a one-timer goal, and we won in overtime! I literally just shouted at the top of my lungs when they scored that overtime goal, wrapping up that game. And oh my God, this game is all dedicated to these two guys right here. Number 34, our goalie for keeping us alive, and that overtime goal scored by our Hurricane, number 88, Marty Nedges. It is... Oh my God. No, I think the whole arena just lost their minds in an instant, like 0.millisecond. Shouts of joy. I jumped out of my seat when he scored. And if you realize that I'm shouting a lot, is because just imagine the pure uproar of joy that I got from this game. And oh my God, the star of the game definitely goes to number 88, Marty Nedges. And also, when I looked back at the game again, when I was looking at the highlights, there was something else that just made that moment oh so beautiful. It made this moment actually more poetic. Let's put it this way. I wanted to save this word poetic later. So, Marty Nedges, his number on his jersey is number 88. Guess what number the goalie for the Tampa Bay Lightning was? Number 88. So having a goal scored by number 88 on the opposing team's goalie, who is also number 88, it just made this moment just more poetic to me, and it was just like icing on the cake. Like, mwah, it was so beautiful. So I was so happy for my boys, and I was just so happy. And of course, after the game, I started getting text messages from another fellow artist who happens to be a hockey fan and regrettably happens to be a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. And of course, he started blowing up my phone at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning while I was asleep, and I gotta pull up his messages. He started texting me on Discord, and of course, I was happy to see, to hear from him again. And this conversation that I had with him was just so hilarious. The way that he started off cold with me. Let's see. Okay, let's see. This is good. The way he said, this is what he told me. His name is Kaz, by the way. He's another fellow artist. He's an awesome artist, and I'm gonna, leave a couple of his social media links if I can down below, so you can go and check out his amazing works. And he says, "It's funny. You said that the Carolinas' defense is amazing. So is the Tampa Bay Lightning. That game last Thursday was stressful as hell. You guys only won because we gave it to ya." And I'm like, shoo, shots fired. Wow. Kaz, I did not know that you are a Lightning fan. Oh yeah. And then he goes to say, "Oh yeah, not to mention that I'm a Lightning's fan, LOL." And of course, I responded back saying, "Oh, what a way to stir up a storm, by the way." You just couldn't handle the fact that you lost. And then he just goes, and then of course I say, congrats on winning the Stanley Cup, and then of course he says, I'm just teasing. Next game though, we gotcha. And then I'm like, and then I just had to respond with, haha. I knew that the Lightning were sore losers. I didn't know their fans cried this much. Oh! And he just threw out this emoji just like wanted to kill me. He wanted to kill me with that much. So to my friend Kaz, like, it was a good game. I hope you're listening to this, but guess what? It sucks to be you in that game. Oh! And what better way for me to just draw this picture right here of my girl Cyclone-Chan going up against their mascot for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And of course, my Cyclone-Chan is being smug as always, showing off her pride over the Lightning girl. And of course, the Lightning, the Tampa Bay Lightning's mascot in this drawing happens to be a lightning bug. I think that's what they call her. And of course, she's holding on to a title over her shoulders that represents that she is a Stanley Cup champion representing us for this year. So, and they're just trying to one size up each other right here in this. That is the one thing that I managed to get from this. Maybe I should have just did a drawing of like, me, Steampunk J, being a Hurricane fan, like, just having a stare-off match against Kaz in this, in a drawing right here. Maybe that's what I'll do, because this is just one intense match and both sides played their heart out. And of course, this all just ended with just me and a fellow artist just going at each other in a word of spitfire on Discord. And so I give all the props to him and I give all the props to the Lightning, but the better team won. Y'all can go home, cry it over. You can cry it over. And but of course, let's see how we do the next time we meet each other. So it was a really good game. I've talked enough about this. It was an awesome game. And it, of course, led to this wonderful drawing, and it's all thanks to the Hurricanes versus the Lightning. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the drawing that I made, especially if you're a Hurricanes fan or a Lightnings fan, if you are, boo-hoo, then don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And also, if you want to see me do more drawings in the future, then don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and hit that notification bell to always stay notified. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is Steampunk J. And always remember to keep on drawing.